Yo, and welcome to the show all about promoting the sport of lawn bowls. I'm Zach Woning, and this is Casual Bowls. Yo, welcome to Casual Bowls. This is episode 6 of our Premier League previews. This episode, we're with Bundoora RSL and my mate Deano. It's good enough to join us. This episode is a little bit shorter than the others. We're pretty short and sharp. Got to the point a lot. Still had some good fun, but we got through the points a bit quicker. So I've got a little bit of time here to talk. Just reiterate about our sponsors, which I left out of last episode. Jordan's Handcrafted. Make some beautiful candles, beautiful personalised gifts. I don't have my glass on me. I think it's in the wash at the moment or on the rack. But I love that glass. Can't get enough of it. Zero Plus Sports Beer. If you don't have it in your club already, get it in your club. It's a great alternative, especially as I said towards the end of games when alcohol is starting to push the boundaries a little bit. And Schrunger Schnitzel Crumb. My mate Leroy. It's bloody beautiful. I think it's meant for chicken, but I used it in a beef patty the other day and made some burgers. Came up beautifully. It is delicious. So get around him. Buy a few bags of it. Give some to your friends. Same with all this stuff. I mean, we're all bowlers. Just get around each other, help each other out. That's what we do. Given that we've got Dean O'Neill on, and given it's the middle of September, near enough to the middle of September, but currently, I believe the whole Jackaroo squad is doing September, and as well as my good mate Gemma Ingham, who's a wife of a bowler. But still, people in the bowls world. You got the likes of Lucas Protopapas currently doing it. JR, Ian Ewing's doing it. Courtney Gabb, I'd imagine. I'm pretty sure he's doing it. But what it is, it's raising money for cerebral palsy. It's a great cause. They're doing 10,000 steps a day. We'll leave some links in the description below of different... I'm not sure if... I'm pretty sure it's the main website, so we might just leave the one link down there. I've got a few different pictures we can probably put up here as well. But get around him. I'm sure if you just search up September on Facebook, and you'll find someone. We've all got mates who bowl. There'll be someone in there doing it. So my mate Dean's doing it, and let's get to him now and have a chat. Deano, how you going, man?
Good. Yourself, Zach? What's happening?
Just enjoying a beer, mate. You know how I do.
Nice. That's nice and easy for Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I prefer these at night. It makes more sense drinking at night. I've been having them at 11 o'clock in the morning on occasion. It's
bit early to start sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, it's 12 o'clock somewhere in it. So
that's exactly it. You're only a little bit early.
Yeah. No, all good. Righto. So this would be, I think, episode 6, depending how we release them, but of our Premier League preview. So obviously, Dino's from Bundy, and I'll say a bit rougher last year than it was the year before. I mean, the year before you were flying. Didn't seem like you sort of went as well last year. I imagine a bit disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit disappointed with sort of just how it finished. We, I think lacking the preparation really just cost us that start. And, once we sort of got going a bit, found a bit of momentum, was all right. But, yeah, it was just that COVID thing. Everyone's against it though, so you can't really be too up to blame for that. But yeah, we're probably hoping for a bit better considering the year before we went 17-1.
Yeah. It was a huge year before.
Yeah.
So coming off last year, you've lost Phelpsy. I've already heard.
Yeah, Phelpsy's over there. Melbourne.
Yeah. What other personnel changes have you got?
We've picked up Graham Guy from Middlesea.
Okay.
So he used to be at Bundoora about 4 years ago or so.
Yep.
So we've managed to pick him back up. So he's come across, which is a good inclusion. So, but that's mainly about it at the moment. We haven't really done too much on the campaign this year, the recruiting.
No, that's all right. Other than Phelpsy, have you lost anyone else?
No, not from our top side, no.
No, okay. So you're still going to be fairly solid across the board.
Yeah, still pretty similar, so which is good. You know, gives a few young blokes some chances to you know, lift their games, have a good, you know, pre-season going up to it. You know, a few more opportunities. Obviously, Phelpsy skipped last year, so we've got to try and find someone to put in that role. So it'll be a good pre-season to see who's, you know, willing to fill that role.
Yeah,
should be good.
Have you got much lined up pre-season wise? Many practice games or?
Yeah, I think we got 3 or 4 lined up, which is pretty good. I think we got MCC. Usually do something against Moonee Valley and maybe a Deer Park one or something. So
yeah, okay.
All pretty fair opponents. So it'll be a good lead up for the year. Really good to see sort of where we're at pretty early on.
Yeah,
our teams try a few things out in actual sort of game type situations, which will be good.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it actually.
Yeah. No, you should go well again. I'd imagine you go well again. So at the end of all of these, I do a little tip while I'm doing my outro. So I won't give you my tip for where he's going to finish now, but, but I don't know. It may be lower than you're expecting, so don't get offended if it is.
No offense here.
No, it's just my my humble opinion. But right. So who's coaching down there at the moment?
We got Tony Chiavello. He's been our coach for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
He's I can't rate him highly enough.
No.
He's one of those blokes. He doesn't matter what you're asking or at a time or anything. He always makes sure he's available. Goes out of his way to help everyone. So he's bloody spectacular, Tony.
Yeah. I mean, he must be doing a good job because he's just gone from strength to strength. Obviously Phelpsy, like I've said it about Clayton already and said it about Melbourne, but the core, the structure that you guys have got, like you don't lose too many players, you don't get too many players in. It's sort of you've held the same sort of structure for a few years now, and it's shown. Obviously, Phelpsy's going to be a big loss to you, but with that structure in place, I mean, you should stay pretty solid this year.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, Phelpsy obviously was a part of our sort of core group for a few years there, but with our core sticking the same, hopefully we'll just give someone else the opportunity to rise up and kind of just fill the spot that we've sort of. I can't see too many differences really throughout the club or anything. Like, it's been pretty solid. Lukey runs a pretty tight ship, which is always good.
Yeah. So what would you put your pass mark at for this season? I mean, I know obviously Tony's the coach, but just you in general, where do you see yourself sort of slotting in that would be, you know, a good season for you?
I think anywhere, you know, you've got to be aiming finals first up.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters too far the position, especially in Premier League. Anyone can beat anyone. So it's the sort of thing you just got to sort of aim for finals. 1 and 2 is always good, but you can't be unhappy if you're 3 or 4. I think it's still, with the competition, it's still a fairly good effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think then finals and then aim from there, I think.
Yeah. We had mentioned our last episode was about the new conditions they're looking at bringing in for this season with qualification of players for finals.
Yeah, it's 7 games or something, is it?
8 games in Prem and Div 1. So I can't remember who we mentioned that to earlier, but they were asking about Gary Kelly and if he was going to be playing this year because he's been huge for you a couple of seasons ago. Did he play much last year? I'm not sure.
No, he didn't play any last year, Gary. He was unavailable through other playing balls, New South Wales and Queensland and all that.
Yep.
But it's a hard thing, fines at the moment with COVID and all that sort of stuff. It's a hard avenue to go down, I think, for the club. Like if you're investing in a player like, to come through and he's no guarantee to play, and especially with COVID all late, no idea what's going to happen with any of that. But a bit of a wait and see, like with most things, I think, this season.
I'll mention again, I've been mentioning it every episode, but I've spoken to Jimmy Whitehead about the rumours of a delayed start to the season. And at the moment, he's saying the only thing potentially in jeopardy is the Super Nines that they're bringing in as the pre-season comp. So otherwise, it's all just a wait and see. So obviously Gary included. I've had a few people ask about him. So
Good to
Yeah, I don't even know if we've spoken to him too much,
Yeah.
even just in regards to it at all.
Yeah.
Because it's just a really who knows sort of thing.
Yeah.
Especially he's from New South Wales, so it's wait and see. I don't even know if what's going to happen with him. So I'd be thrilled to have him, but yeah, obviously, I don't even know if he's even available for us this year.
Nah, right. All right, well, we'll keep an eye out for that. Hopefully something happens with him, because it'd be a shame. I mean, he was good for us. He's a great dude too, and a hell of a player.
Another bloke I can't speak highly enough of. He's just on the green, off the green, absolute gentleman, and just I played 3 to him that year, and he was just amazing to watch.
Yeah.
One of those players where there's never a sort of dull moment.
No, unfortunately, I copped the brunt of it in one of those games. Yeah. Oh well. Look, if not you guys, I've been asking everyone who's the hot tip, who's going to win it.
I think, if not us, it's got to be. I think Melbourne will probably go pretty good again this year. The way they've recruited,
yeah,
picking up a few, pretty handy side last year, and then picking up a few handy ins this year. I just think they're going to be a tough one to beat, especially if Flyings and that sort of thing doesn't come across for other clubs. And I think they're going to be the benchmark this year, potentially.
Yeah. No, you're not the first one, and they won't be the last one to say that either. I don't think they're going to be solid. So,
yeah.
Who, while we're on the topic of other clubs, who would you say is the toughest team to play against? Not necessarily Melbourne, but obviously they're going to be tough, and they're all tough. But who's your personal sort of bogey side or biggest pain in the arse side?
We always at Bundoora we have this weird thing with Altona. It's we got 2 pretty young, loud sides which can clash a bit, and we always find they're a pretty tough opponent for us, and we always there's a bit of back and forth banter which sort of makes it a bit more exciting.
Yep.
Kind of reminds me of like a derby type game, which is always good to have a bit of that. Yep. So they're always pretty tough. Last year we had a bit of a tough time against Clayton.
Yeah,
we weren't able to beat them throughout the season. So yeah, I'd probably say those two sides probably our sort of tougher ones.
Well, in terms of our little list that we'll be having up here, I'll put Altona down because I spoke to D-Mac earlier and he did say Bundy was his. So
yeah. There's always a bit of a back and forth with them, which is it's good. It keeps things interesting. Keeps it
Yeah, you need it, don't you? You have to have it. It's just boring otherwise. I mean, it's competitive still, but you want that banner and that bit of back and forth. It's good.
Yeah, you want that bit of edge, or you want that bit of bite to it. Otherwise, it keeps everyone's competitiveness up and focus as well.
Yeah.
So I find it's really good for the game as well.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, as long as it's all fair and above board, obviously. But
obviously, yeah.
Mate, we won't keep you too much longer, but so what I've been asking everyone else is if you could pinch a couple players from some other clubs, only in Prem, we'll keep it to Prem. Give us your top 3 players who you'd steal from other clubs.
I wouldn't mind Nathan Wilson to come across.
Yeah, well, that's 3 for Dogger. He's doing well.
He's one of those players that can just pluck something out of nowhere. You might be holding a number or something, and without fail, he's always in there. So, and I've had a few good battles against Dylan Fisher over the years, so he's definitely one.
That's 3 for Snapper too. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rename this whole series of episodes. the Fisher Wilson preview.
Yeah, I thought they might get a few, but yeah, they just happened to be my top few, and I thought I'd throw a little curveball in there for you.
Yeah.
Went with someone who might help us with that edge against Altona with a bit of Tommy Ristic.
Oh, right.
He's someone that always just ruffles a few feathers, and whether he does it deliberately or not deliberately, unsuspectingly, he just manages to just work his way in and upset a few people just quite consistently. So he's one of those players, you don't know if it's deliberate or not, but yeah.
And can bowl well enough to back it up too, can't he?
That's exactly it. Put him in the front end. He's a pretty handy player.
I love that. Hopefully he watches this because I can just imagine the smile that just hits his face. He'll love that.
Sit on his chair with his little dog there, and he'll give himself a little fist bump and a Tommy.
yes, he will. Brilliant. All right, mate. We won't keep you any longer. Cheers for coming on. Cheers for getting around the show and supporting. Good luck for the season, man.
Hope cheers, man. You too.
Thank you. Yeah, off to my new venture down in Div 2. So
something exciting, something different for you.
Well, yeah, I'm all putting it back to Gary Kelly again after that belt news gave us over there. I've slowly just fallen down the ladder after that. So.
I think there might be a few people, not just you, that have had that a few times. But no, good luck with it all, man. Good luck with the show, and look forward to watching a few more episodes.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, man. See you later.
Bye.
Huge thanks to you, Deano. It was good chatting with you, man. I'm going to have you at 5th. Look, Phelps is a big loss. You've got some good players still on the park, so you're still going to be around there. But I just can't see you compete with the top 4 teams. This could move around anyway, so no one take offence to where I'm putting you. But, with the likes of Deer Park, for instance, with the amount of players they've got in, but who knows how many can actually play, restrictions. At the moment, I mean, restrictions are really hurting. Who knows how much delay we're going to have to the start of the season, if any. Hopefully none, but it's looking like we might get a little bit. Look, I'm going to have Bundy at 5th. Up there in my ladder. I keep getting my hand wrong. I don't know why I bother keep doing that. But so as mentioned before, Dean is doing September. We didn't talk about it in the Zoom chat because we actually filmed that at the end of August. But search him up on Facebook if you're not already friends with him. Donate to his challenge, to his donation page. 10,000 steps a day for cerebral palsy. If you're not friends with Deano, but you're friends with the likes of Carla Krasanik, Natasha Van Eldick, I think is how you say your name now. Sorry, Tash, if you're watching. Lucas Protopapas, J.R. Ewing. There's plenty of them. Lindsay Clark, I believe, is doing it. Ad Teasy, I think he's doing it as well. I think pretty much all the Australian sides doing it. So, yeah, look, get around them. It's a great cause. So, look, shout out to you guys. Shout out again to our sponsors. Shout out to Dean. Shout out to Bundy. Good luck to you guys for the season. And good luck to all of you out there. Let's hope we can get back to bowl soon. Cheers for watching.